Hey guys, today we're going to look at the Auralex DeskMAX and how you might want to use these in your recording studio, how you might be able to use it for recording drums or recording other things. In case you're not familiar, Auralex has this line of kind of portable baffles like these. This is the ProMax. I've done a video on these before. I really like these. I have these behind my kit whenever I record. I use them for other things like kind of portable vocal booth. I use them in my mixing studio as well. My one big gripe about these though is that the bottom has maybe 2 feet worth of completely untreated space. That's just the nature of these things. They're up on a mic stand. So they absorb the sound that's a bit higher up, so it takes care of the cymbals really well. It really works good for vocals, but if you are dealing with maybe kind of low-end rumble at the bottom of the room, if you wanted to deal with guitar or bass cabs, these wouldn't work out too well unless you were to pull them out of the stand every time. So more recently, Auralex came out with what they call the DeskMAX, which is a much shorter version of these guys. So I'm gonna unbox these, we're gonna take a look, see how well they work out. All right, so I got the box here from Auralex. They put a little sticker on here saying to make sure you're very careful when opening it because they're not liable for any damages you cause. So let's open this thing up and see what we've got. All right, so I see we got the pads in here. These pads they're 2 foot by 2 foot, and they are 3 inches thick. You can see there's a little hole cut out right here. I'm pretty sure that's where we're gonna have to slide the stand into. So there should be 2 of these pads, each of these boxes. They sell these in pairs. So here's the second pad. And now there should be 2 stands. So if I look, it looks like there's a whole nother box in here. So let's get this guy opened up as well and see what we got for stands. All right, so the stands that they have, it looks like there's 2 stands, of course. These are on-stage brand stands. They're the desktop microphone stand. So these should be short little guys. It looks like they sent over the black version of the stand as opposed to they have a chrome version as well. So let's get this guy opened up. So you just twist the base on like that. Then you have to loosen this guy up and then pull up the top. Now I'm pretty sure at this point you're supposed to actually, not that I've read the directions, but I'm pretty sure you're supposed to take this little fastener part off. This would be, if you were actually using a mic clip, you would turn this against the mic clip and that would make it really tight. But in our case, since we're not using a mic clip, and just pull that off. And now the next thing is we have to slip it on. So again, there's a hole on the base here and we should be able to just slip this inside like that up to the point where we get to the adjuster. And when you're done, this is what you got. This is obviously takes up a lot less space at the bottom. So I'm gonna set up the other one of these and then we'll take a look to see how it looks. Okay, so as you can see, I got the new Auralex DeskMAX set up right next to my ProMax. And yep, the height is much shorter on these. So let's see, we've got about maybe 7.5 inches off the ground on the DeskMAX. And the ProMax is 26.5 inches, so just over 2 feet. So these are going to work out a lot better if, say, you have, maybe you don't have any bass traps, but you want to kind of have something where you can move them around and you might want to be able to absorb a little bit of sound that might be building up in corners. So I got this one guy right here just for demonstration purposes, set up in a little corner here. I could throw this on the other side of my room, and that might help take up some of the low-end rumble from my toms or my bass drum that builds up. Another good use on these is that if you have a guitar cab or bass cab and maybe the side of it is close to the wall, you could run these perpendicular to the cab just to isolate the cab from the wall a little bit so you don't get some of the sound slapping right back into the microphone. Or if you've got a guitar cab that has an open back, and maybe you're getting a little bit of bass buildup because of that, you could throw one of these or both of these behind the cab. And of course, if you've got a really noisy computer or some other thing that you have in the room that's making a lot of buzz or hiss, you could throw this over by that as well to just kind of cut down on how much of the noise floor you've got. So the pair of these right now, they're going for, the price point is about $270 US. So of course they're not the cheapest thing. So if you're looking to get something like this, again, they're very versatile. So, make sure you're thinking about how you can use it in as many ways as you can so you get the most bang for your buck. If you guys are interested in seeing other gear review things, especially for things that are drum centric, then let me know what you're looking for in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe.